and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Herculeanmofol on GTA 5, driving the Dukes of Death. Now, it is a mighty strong car, however, apparently, it has a weakness, and that is a fence. While yes, it is a destructible fence, and it is moved out of the way, the car has managed to impale in such a way where the wheels just about touch the ground enough to move the car, but not really enough to do much more than spin in a circle, apparently. Yeah, that's not really going. Turns out, a new way to beat an armoured car is get it somehow weirdly wedged in a fence. Race day is up next on Horizon 4. Now, we've all played around with the train at some point, and messing about on the bridge can lead to a vehicle pinging about in the sky, but this Aston Martin Vulcan is fine. It actually gets pushed the whole way down the bridge, doesn't get caught on any of the little sticky out bits as it goes down here, continues to get pushed, having left the bridge, but it's the rock that manages to launch. It's one of the longer pushes I've seen from the train, that is for sure. Gets pushed a hell of a long way, and then manages to land on its wheels, actually pointing on a path as well, but yeah, it's a hell of a flight. CreepiestPasta is up next on Horizon 4, taking a little bit of a different line and managing to get a double aerial overtake. Quite impressive guy. I mean, the only way it could have been a bit more impressive is it managed to avoid clonking the wall, but to be fair, it wasn't a particularly big clonk, and jumping over two cars and sticking the land, yeah, pretty good going. TheNoodleMan is up next on Sea of Thieves. Now, they are minding their own business when some stuff spawns in behind them and it sends boats flying. In fact, two boats are going soaring through the air. One of them managing to, well, just about land now. I think that's capsized, has it? Nope, it has pinged back up. That's fine. I mean, it's okay, I guess. It took a very long flight. A lot longer a flight than a boat ever should. Not that a boat should ever take a flight of any sort, but still. Speaking of flying, PinkBanshees is up next on Farming Sim with a truck that's having issues. Yeah, it turns out that the trailer trying to unload stuff, it's not really the most happy. It's fallen over, and then it's twisting, and then it's flipping, and the game doesn't quite know what to do with everything when they climb out of said truck. It does mostly sort itself out. I think the AI take over driving it, but yeah, that's definitely not how that truck is supposed to work. False Prophet is up next on A State of Decay 2 with a van that doesn't quite know how to work as a van either. It's actually, by the looks of it, a pristine condition van. Everything seems fine. I mean, these are decent size, decent heavy. You'd expect them to be able to be fine running over a zombie, but no. No. That one just launch the van into the nearest building. I mean, it can get back onto its wheels, but yeah, in that case, I think the zombie actually beat the van. Calvintola is up next on Assetto Corsa, testing out the new Lotus SUV, and it turns out if you try and drift it and get it a little bit wrong, well, you get many flips and a very broken front wheel. Yeah, ran a little bit too wide, dipped a wheel over the edge, clipped the dirt, and that was just enough to send the vehicle spiraling through the air. It does land on it lands on its wheels, but it is broken. Mrcoolcars is up next on Project Cars 2. Now, they are racing very, very high speeds in this Group C Nissan, and they get this next corner just a little bit wrong. Everything seems fine. I mean, we're at 200 miles an hour here, 300 plus kilometers an hour. Just runs a little bit wide, clips the Armco, and it's many violent rolls and a park on the roof for the car. It's not. I say, you get it wrong on a circuit like this, it's going to be a bad time at the end of the day. And yeah, it's just this corner. I guess it just sort of tightens up a little bit on the exit. They carry a bit too much speed. Can't quite stop it. It's off over the grass. It just actually flip. It's kind of more the rejoin on the circuit that leads to the flip. But yeah, that's a bad time. Although Smallman is having a worse time. We are sticking with Project Cars 2. Now, they are doing a kind of multi-class event at Le Mans, all sorts of different era of Le Mans car, and they are driving in one of the faster ones. Now, as they head down the straight, they don't see the spun and stuck Mercedes. Yeah, that's not great. It's something you can really do. They can see one of the cars about there, but the spun Mercedes is completely hidden by the other AI car, and yeah, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about that one. It just appears out of nowhere. Train Guides up next on Need for Speed Unbound. Now, We are used to seeing the police doing derpy things in this game. We're used to seeing the police causing all sorts of chaos. But in this case, nope, the player's done it to themselves. In trying to fit their way through a, I don't know what it's like, power relay, whatever the hell it is, they've managed to go slightly sideways on the way into this gap. Austin powers it, and then get busted. The police were actually effective, although, don't worry, the FailRace Police Department is back on Need for Speed Payback, where I don't know whether they've just finished a pursuit, or whether they're just driving around and happen to spot this, but we have got not one, but two police cars in perfect synchronicity, just reversing and then driving into the wall. They've even got backfires going on from the police cars as well. Never mind. Finally, sticking with the FailRace Police Department, we have got Douglas on BeamNG Drive. Now, we don't quite know what ended up happening to cause this crash, but there was a big crash. The Scintilla is a long way off the road, if you will, when two AI police cars just plow into a third stricken police car. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure whether, I don't know if they were going for the player, but I don't know why they were having a crash there, what they were supposed to be targeting, but they certainly did go and cause some chaos. So yeah, one moment of player incompetence followed by plenty of FailRace Police Department incompetence. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via a Google form. There'll be a link to it in the description. All the rules and how it works can be found on there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.